Well, hello YouTube. It's been a while since I spoke to you. Lots going on, as always. Everyone has lots going on in their life, don't they? But I'm talking to you from Old Allens, and I'm sat inside my ice cream trailer, or former ice cream trailer, which I've sort of turned into a cheap shepherd's hut. I'll run you through that in a bit, but just an update on a few little bits really. This hut, I looked at prices of shepherd's huts online, and you know, they're out of reach for someone like me. And it just so happened that in the yard where I keep all my gardening tools, where I rent a bit of space in this chap's yard, there was this old Nestle branded up ice cream trailer kicking around, and I sort of approached him about it, and I said, "Oh, you know, can I make you an offer on that?" Because I measured it up, and I thought, yeah, it's about big enough for what I need. And so he said yes. But very quickly I'll show you around the shepherd's hut. So internally, boarding on the walls was actually on a fence, tongue and groove boarding. It had been on a fence that blew down in winter, and so I whipped it off and painted it up, so that's come out okay. As you can see, the window there, one window there. These walls are full of windows all the way along, because it was obviously used as a serving thing, and all I did, I boarded the outside, boarded the inside. There's the door out. There is going to be where that ladder is, and the tarp thing hanging up there, there is going to be a proper shelter out there. Another window, what I did this side was I boarded up the opposite window, so I've got diagonal windows. So again, behind there, behind the barometer, and there is another window. So if I break a window, I've got to pull off the boards, and I can replace it. Temporary sort of kitchen area, which, oh, hang on, excuse me. This is high quality cooking, as you can tell. I'll split that gas off. Yeah, so gas bottle there. That will go outside, but I need to get a new. I need a new stove. This stove. Well, you can see how old it is. It's lost its knobs on the front now, so I have to use this daisy puller as my off and on control there, or just turn it off at the cylinder. Excuse the clutter. The ice cream trailer had a sink in it, so I popped a sink in, and it's just a pipe underneath, just drains straight outside. Got a store of paraffin for my lanterns, Dutch oven there with super needles in it, water supply underneath. Now, I am, as I say, I think I might have found a spring rising on the land. It's down by the stream, but I'm going to sort of dig into that and explore that. So I might be able to work something up there, depending on once I've tested the water. That, you know, once I've made it testable and tested it, there's a possibility of being able to extract clean drinking water from there. Got a few bits up there, a few essential supplies, leftovers from sort of other visits down here. The stove is going to go in the corner here. That's the Frontier stove. I've got a different one which will sort of fit better in there to go in, but I do need to make a pipe and a chimney and run it through the roof, etc, etc. This is a little hut that I've been building in situ now, tucked at the bottom of the woods. Took us 2 hours to get it shifted in here. Yesterday brought it across the very wet field and pulled it in with a friend's 4-wheel drive, and then winched it the last little bit, tucked it in. So bit of a guided tour. Here's the decking area outside the porch. The barometer I picked up in a charity shop, got that for 20 quid, so that's quite nice. Oh, I've got a biodiversity officer from the council coming down to see me, who was most surprised when I approached him. He said, I've just bought this bit of land, and before I do anything with it, I'd like to know, you know, what's there you know, so before I do anything, I'm not destroying, you know, any potential habitats and things I'm not aware of. I mean, I know the basics of what's here, and probably a bit more than your average Joe would know about the wildlife that's here, but he's obviously a specialist. And his first question to me was, why do you want to develop the land? Which I guess is something he gets all the time, because his reaction when I said, no, that's why I bought the land, because I don't want it developed, his mood instantly changed on the fact he was like, oh right, oh okay, you know. And so I've made an appointment with him for the 16th of June, Monday morning, and that'll be a first look. What I'm hoping is there's a local group that can help me, or I can help them, to sort of catalogue what's here, and work it in with my future plans. That, you know, that would be really great if that could be the case. But anyway, I'm going to have an initial meeting with him in a couple of Mondays' time, so that'll be good. Also, my larch, I've got in the sort of bottom section of the woods, there's a larch. It's obviously been a bit sick for quite some time, and I just noticed it the other day when I was cutting the field down. It snapped about halfway up its trunk. It's just snapped, and it's still in one piece, but it's completely folded over and splintered, and it's laid on top of another couple of hawthorns. So I'm going to have to sort that out at some point, but if I can leave the trunk there I will, because in the woods there's so many trunks of dead things that have got loads of beetle holes in and stuff like that, so that would be really good if I can sort of salvage it somehow, or use it as a climbing post for something else, you know. Yeah, there's lots going on. Contemplating disappearing out and going hunting. She does like sniffing around after the muntjac deer. We've had muntjac deer in here, roe deer, there's foxes, there's owl pellets I've seen. There's a particular type of snail which, if I was in Scotland, it would be quite exciting because they're ridiculously rare in Scotland, but down here less so. There's all sorts of things. I'm just, you know, I've had ownership of this patch of land for since February, so 4 months, just about getting the merest hint of a basic knowledge of what's here.